Let's go ahead and get going. All right, we're going to get started on our warm-up. So like always, start with a little bit of marching. Body's nice and warmed up before we start doing our strengthening. Okay. And then march for about 30 more seconds before we get to our first round of cardio. We're going to need plenty of space for these two types of cardio, so just keep that in mind. Get your space already. All right, about 15 seconds. And what we're going to do is just kind of do like a side shuffle with this first round. Okay, start slower than normal, just so you can get nice and warmed up. Basically, just going to kind of shuffle side to side. If you don't have a ton of space, you can always do like alternate taps like that. Try to get that shuffle in if you can, okay? You're staying a bit low, kind of micro bend in the knees as you're doing this. No straight legs. Awesome job. Let's go ahead and march for 30 seconds, and then we'll do our second thing of cardio. And then we'll get into a little bit of strengthening. This one's a good full body one. What we're going to do for this is kind of seesaw back and forth. So you're going to touch your opposite foot with opposite hands and just kind of swing back and forth using core, legs, upper body, warming everything up here. A couple more seconds here. Awesome job. Okay, let's march. All right, and we are in our first thing, strengthening. So starting with the lower body, we're going to do our trusty calf raises. It's really hard for me to develop calves, so I try to do them as much as I can. This is going to be a minute, okay? All you're going to do, you can join me, is we're just going to go up, right on our tippy toes, hold for a second, then back down, okay? Again, we're here for a minute. Keep strong. This one starts out pretty easy and then gets a little burny at the very end. Make sure you're pausing once you get to the top there, okay? We're halfway there already. Only 30 more seconds to go. Fifteen more seconds. Starting to hurt. Get a little crampy. We're almost there though. Keep strong. Let's do one more. Hold it and back down. Good job. All right, let's march it out. Okay. So this one, we're really going to focus on our hamstrings. So back of the leg there. You can hold on to something if you'd like. We are going to be going on one foot, so it's probably a good idea to hold on to something. Or what we're going to do, I'm going to use my chair, is we're going to stand on one leg, and we're just going to keep our body and our leg that's moving in line, come up and come back down, okay? Try not to let that leg that's moving drop at all. Try to stand on one leg the whole time if you can. It's only 30 seconds. Focusing on just one side right now. Make sure your weight is in the your heel for this one. Don't really want it on your toes. Last one on this side. Great job. Let's march. Seconds, and then we're going to do the other leg, okay? Same thing. All right, so get in position, other side. Remember to try to keep a straight line, spine to leg. Weights in your heels. Awesome job. We can go ahead and march it out. Really good. Okay, we are back to our cardio again. And then we'll continue on with more lower body strength. Okay. So remember doing those side shuffles. So lots of room. Shuffle right in the middle. Stay low. You can go a little bit quicker than the last time if you'd like. Bodies to get more warmed up. And you're staying low. Don't want to see a ton of like head bobbing up and down. Awesome. All right, let's march. And we've got our windmills up next. All right, so remember opposite hand to opposite foot, rocking back and forth. Opposite arm goes up. Couple more seconds. Awesome. Okay. Moving on. This next one we're going to do 45 seconds. We're just going to do a wall sit. Okay, so find a good area. All right. What you're going to do, come against the wall, and you're going to slowly sink down and hold just like that. 45 seconds, okay? If it gets to be too much for you, you can go ahead and come out of it a little bit, but just make sure you come back right back in, okay? Take breaks as needed, but challenge yourself to do the whole 45 seconds. We are already at 20 seconds. Wait, more to go. 15 more seconds left. That's nothing. Alrighty, really good job. You can safely come out of it. And we're gonna march. Okay, one more lower body exercise before we move on to the core. This one, we're gonna focus on one side at a time. We're gonna be doing what is called a curtsy lunge. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so one leg at a time, you're going to go back behind your front leg and you're going to kind of sink into a curtsy lunge. That kind of looks like a curtsy, right? So sink back into it, come out of it. really isolates one. So your one quad there. Got 5 more seconds on this one. Last one, good job. Let's march. And do the same thing on the other leg. Okay. So same thing, opposite leg. Last one. Good job. And we march. Back to cardio again. Lateral runs first. And we've got core up next. Make sure your knees are still coming up high and your arms are still moving. Even though this is an active recovery, still want to be good about it. Okay, lateral runs. Here we go. Kind of shuffling in the middle. Heart rate should be coming up. Let's go ahead and march. I still got windmills. Alrighty, here we go. And go even faster. Awesome job. Okay. All right, core time. So this first one, we're going to be at our desks in that high plank angle. All right, so meet me at your desk. This one we're going to do that Spider-Man plank that we did not too long ago, okay? So this one we're kind of crawling up it feels like you're crawling up a wall. So alternating legs, core is nice and tight. One more each side. Really good job. Let's march. All right, and this next one, similar angle. We're going to focus on one side at a time. For this one, let's do bird dogs. If you know what those are, I have a weird name for them. Okay, again, focusing on one side. What you're going to do, outstretch opposite arm, opposite leg, come back in, out, in. One side. Core is tight still through the whole movement. Leg doesn't ever come down to the floor. Last one on this side. Awesome job. Let's take a break. Let's march it out. And we'll finish up core with the other side. Okay, same thing, opposite side. This way, there you go. Okay, great. All right, back to cardio again. And then we've got the upper body to do, and then we'll stretch it out. Okay. Let's do our shuffles. Five more seconds. Perfect. Let's march. Still got our windmills next. All right, let's go ahead and do our windmills. Okay, awesome job. All righty. Upper body. So for today, we're going to be doing what I call I's, T's, and Y's. Pretty simple. Will hurt a little bit towards the end in a good way, kind of burn, but it's better than arm circles. That's what I say. All right, so this one, we're going to start with our hands right besides our hips. And what you're going to do, squeeze your shoulder blades together and push back, just like that. All right, we're going to do 30 seconds for each of the three ways, the I's, T's, and Y's. And then if we have time, we're going to run through it again, okay? So no breaks in between these. All right. Moving on to the T's. So you can either do palms facing forward, palms facing back, whatever you feel like doing. You do palms facing down if you want, up to you. All right, and come up against the ceiling, and we're doing Y's. This one's going to be definitely a less of a range of motion here. Really good for your shoulders. Really good for your upper back. 5 more seconds. Keep strong. Okay, awesome job. All right, let's go ahead and march. We are going to run through that again. We're going to add a little something. Nothing crazy. And then finish up with one more exercise. We should have time for it. Okay. So 15 seconds, we're going to go back into our eyes. And this time, instead of just doing an eye, we're going to add a little pulse to it, okay? All right, so again, 30 seconds each exercise. We'll start with our eyes. So come halfway and do a pulse. Again, still squeezing the shoulder blades. Okay, tease. Still pulsing. Like this, it's like a halfway pulse. All right, last one, wise, same thing. This one's going to be a really small pulse. That's okay. Ten more seconds, you've got it. Last one. Whew, good job. All right, let's march. Okay, one more exercise to do. It's only going to be 30 seconds and then we're done. So this one's an inchworm. So we are going to use the floor a little bit. If you're not comfortable with that, just go ahead and do some wall or desk push-ups. All right, but this one, let me show you. Let me get this camera adjusted. Basically, what you're going to do, lean forward. You're going to crawl on the floor to a high plank and then come back. Okay, so go ahead and join me. Crawl, come back, and stand up fully. Let's do one more. Perfect. Okay, really good job. Let's go ahead and march it out one last time. We can kind of start to slow it down. We've got one more round of cardio. We're going to take it a little bit slower than we have been, and then we'll do some stretching. Okay, so we've got side shuffles. You can take it really slow. You can also just walk it if you want. That's totally fine. Take some deep breaths as we're doing these.
Abby, can we use some rubber band resistance with these?
With yeah, any of these you can definitely, if you have rubber bands with you, especially like the pulsing one, like those like eyes, really good to have
Okay.
rubber bands with. So yeah, definitely incorporate those wherever you want. And also maybe show I could bring some rubber bands and have a rubber band class maybe one day. It's a good
Okay.
idea. Yeah. Okay, let's finish up with those windmills, all right? Again, take it a little slower. Awesome job. Okay, let's go ahead and stretch. So we're just going to start really simple. We're just going to do a front fold. So slowly come down, go until we feel a nice pull in the back of the leg there. Don't go flying into any of these stretches. Just nice and easy. You can let your head hang, your shoulders hang, and shake your head no, nod your head yes. Some circles. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows. And just let yourself hang. All right, slowly come up. Okay, and let's go ahead. We're going to take a seat for this next one. You can do this on one on all fours if you prefer. That's the best way to do it, but we're just going to do a cat-cow, just sitting down, okay? So this is the one where you arch your back. Hold it. And then you're going to go the opposite way. Head up, curving your back inward. All right, let's go ahead and do that again. Fold forward. We'll do the inverse. One more time. I like this one a lot. And then okay, awesome. Let's next focus on the upper body. So we're just going to do a nice cross shoulder stretch. Hold this one for about 30 seconds. And then we'll do the opposite side to finish it up. A few more seconds, hold, take deep breaths as you're doing it. And we can go ahead and go to the opposite side. And make sure you're feeling a good pull, but no pain. All right. Really good job. I am definitely sweating, so that's a good sign. All right, well, I appreciate everyone for coming out and hope to see everybody on Wednesday. If not, they're all on YouTube, so check that out whenever you can. I appreciate you all so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks.